Okay, so now we've got our ideas, we need to finally turn them into a song. So we need to do this using the arrangement view. That is this view over here. You can access it by clicking on this button or by pressing Tab on your keyboard. Some people prefer to just use the arrangement view to write music. This is how many other digital audio stations work. However, using clips is a great way of writing music and a big part of Ableton Live. So generally, I'd recommend coming up with your ideas in the session view, then putting them into the arrangement view. So just like in the session view, where you can record or edit MIDI and audio, we just go about it in a slightly different way. So the way I'd recommend you get your clips into the arrangement view is by recording them in. This can save you time and allows you to perform your clips in the order that you'd like them to be in your song structure. So I'll quickly show you how you can record into the arrangement view. First of all, have a look at your Global Launch Quantization menu. I'd recommend choosing 1, 2, 4 or 8 bars. I'm going to leave it at 4 bars for the moment, as this can make it easier to play back your clips at the right time. Now, make sure none of your tracks are record enabled. So if any of your tracks have the record arm button lit up, just click on it so it's disengaged. Now the last thing we need to do is hit record. So if I hit record now, it'll start recording straight away. If you have a count-in, it'll go through at count-in first. But the way I'd recommend you recording is holding Shift and then clicking on this button. So what will happen now is Ableton Live will wait until you play your first clip or scene back, and your recording will commence. This means you'll always be able to start your recording in time with the timeline. One thing to note, you don't have to play back your clips or scenes in any particular order. Experiment playing different clips back at different times to come up with an interesting arrangement. Right, I'm going to record some of my clips into the arrangement now. Everything is set up, so all I have to do now is play a clip or a scene. Okay, once you've stopped all your clips, stop recording by pressing the stop button at the top or the space bar. Now let's have a look at our arrangement view. As you can see here, our clips have been recorded into the arrangement view in the order that we played them back. Now one thing to note, if I try and play this back now, we're not actually going to hear anything. That's because we need to press the Back to Arrangement View button. So we can see the timeline cursor moving along the timeline. However, we're not hearing anything. Once you press this button, you should be able to play this arrangement back and it won't be grayed out anymore. Let's have a listen. Okay, great, we can hear our arrangement. So, as you've probably guessed, the timeline is this at the top here. We can see the bar numbers running along the top. And at the bottom down here, we can see the time. We can zoom just like in the MIDI note editor by hovering over the top to get the magnifying glass icon. Then you can click and drag. You can also zoom using keyboard shortcuts plus and minus. The tracks are listed down on the side here, so they're just the same as in the session view, but flipped sideways. Now, something to mention. If we go back to the session view and play some of our clips back, when we go over to the arrangement view again, you'll notice that the tracks that were played back have been greyed out. So when I try and play my arrangement, you'll notice it's just playing back the clips that were activated in the session view. So again, you'll need to press the Back to Arrangement View button. You can also access this button down here on the master channel. See how it's lit up orange at the moment? Once I press it, it goes grey, and now we'll be able to play back our arrangement. To play back the arrangement from the start, press the stop button at the top here. If you want to select another place to play back the arrangement from, simply click somewhere on the timeline. Now when I press play, it'll start playback from this point. Again, you can play and pause by using the spacebar. Okay, so that's my favourite way of getting my ideas from the session view into the arrangement view. There are a couple more ways that you can do so, which I'll show you shortly. Thanks for watching.